Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Pepper, and today I'll be unboxing Crown of Ash, as well as its deluxe upgrade kit. This is a game that we covered on our Try Before You Buy series, probably about a year ago, maybe a little more, where we cover Kickstarter projects, GameFound projects, and see which ones we'd be interested in. And this was one that won me over, as you can tell, because I own it now. The striking cover just drew me in immediately, and the gameplay looked pretty cool. A neat worker placement with some twists to it. But mainly this cover was the first thing that got me into the game. I absolutely love it. Just this pink and bright blue kind of neon look is one of my favorites. And the name is pretty cool too. Okay, so we got a rule book here. Hopefully it is pretty good. It looks really well laid out, and some nice pictures in there. It looks to be 25 pages, so kind of a little thicker rule book. These look like player references in the 4 colors. I always like when you have one for each player. I know that's a common complaint when they have just one sheet that you're going to have to hand around throughout the game. A little tracker here for the rounds, I believe. Then we are on to some cardboard sheets here. We have these different location tiles, which these pop out very, very nicely. I hate when it's a little snug in there and you're worried about tearing the edges. I just hate that in games. But these ones popped out very nicely. Let's see. So yeah, these are different worker placement spots that you'll be building throughout the game and putting these out on the board and replacing old ones. And they actually get more valuable for whoever controls it based on how highly stacked, how many stacks there are in there. It just seemed a very approachable game, familiar mechanisms. But yeah, these are pretty awesome. These cardboard sheets that they just pop out so easily. It's always a relief. But yeah, I think these actually get replaced by wooden tokens in the deluxe upgrade kit, but the cardboard is decently thick. I mean, it's not the thickest, but it's not flimsy at all, so if you do just get this base version, you're going to have some good quality cardboard. I like all the iconography and the colors that they chose with so it's pink and orange, as well as blue and kind of a teal, a kind of green look. And we have some coins as well, which I believe these are also replaced with wood in the upgrade kit. Go on a lot more of these tiles. More of these. I think green might be my favorite color. Green or pink. Green might be my favorite color, but my least favorite icon. But I do like that skull quite a bit, so I think pink is probably going to be my preferred color of these 4. Comment below which of those 4 you like the best. And we are on to the main board here, which is actually going to be a double-sided board. I don't think it has anything to do with player count. I think you can just adjust that no matter what side of the board you're on, but it does have to do with kind of the art style. So I'll zoom out a little bit. So as you can see, it's kind of broken down into different wedges, different areas on the board, each with its own color. So you can have either that version, which I think looks really cool, and I love the kind of split in the ground there in the earth with this pink glow coming up from underneath. That's just a really cool look to separate the board into these different areas. Otherwise, you can go to this just kind of a black and white version, but again with that pink glow coming from underneath. Also a really cool version. I'm not sure which one I like more. I think I might prefer the colored one because the pink still pops. You would think it would pop more on just the black and white board because it's the only color, but it still pops really nicely on this side. Yeah, both sides look fantastic. Let's open these dice first. It's probably going to be one of the less interesting pieces. Just some black dice, 6-sided dice. Can I roll snake eyes or 12? Nope. Rolled an 8. That's not very interesting. In this must be a round tracker. Very cool, kind of a hand, I imagine, coming out of the ground in a creepy way. Very cool piece. And 3 black or gray cubes. So these are going to be, I believe, the combat cards that you're using to control the different areas. I think you can kind of play one each time, and you get a benefit if you win the combat, and a benefit if you lose the combat, which is another thing that I really liked in this game, was that you, even if you lose, sometimes you want to lose, maybe you want that benefit instead. I just love when you're getting benefits in games, whether you win or not. But yeah, I'm guessing these are identical from player to player, so you kind of know what's been played by the other players and what's still available. Kind of making me think of Ankh, which I really loved the combat system in Ankh, and this seems like a kind of a similar, maybe not as like huge card play as Ankh, but still kind of a nice way to do it. These player boards are dual layered. They seem, I guess I'll put some cubes, maybe that's what these are for. Seem to stay in place pretty well. I think those are point trackers. It goes all the way around the board here. Different player boards. I like that you get a different art style, or not an art style, but a different, right? Is there anything different in the background? I think it is slightly different with kind of like these different landmarks. Might be slightly different, but of course the character being the main difference, as well as the color. I like that instead of just, just some little banner that's a different color. It's the whole thing's a different color and the character looks different. I just love that, even if it's doesn't matter that much, I mean, gameplay wise, but I really appreciate when they do that. And as you can see, the meeple icons are different as well, which is another thing that I really like, is when they give each player not only a custom color of meeple, but a custom shape as well. So these are some screen printed meeples here, which are only printed on one side, which I like when they do it on both sides, but I mean, these are pretty big meeples, actually. They're a lot bigger than I thought they would be. Definitely larger than regular meeple size, so I think you're going to easily be able to have the right side up if that's something that bothers you. It's not just a tiny meeple that's going to be flipping around easily. But yeah, these are very cool. I just love that. I think it's pretty much just whatever's in their hand is different based on the their staff is different based on what color they are. Let's open up the other two. Which one do I like best of these? I think I like the blue one with kind of the crescent moon staff, but all 4 of these are really cool. I love that they actually went and screen printed those and made them unique. Let's look at card backs. Those are pretty cool. I love the pink. I love pink and purple, so these are exactly what I wanted. Yeah, so these are cards that you're playing in the combat as well to control those areas. Which is going to be a lot of really cool artwork. I like how it's not like in like a setting, like they're not set in a forest or in some castle or something. It's just a white background. It just really showcases the characters. Just a really clean layout to the cards. Yeah, I really like these. I think, are these the different cost to the cards. And then lastly, for the core box, we are going to have some wooden resources, which these are really, really cool. I love any custom wooden resources in games. Looks like a couple of them are stuck together. But yeah, it doesn't look like that took any paint off or anything, so that's good. But yeah, we have 4 types of resources. I don't know what they're actually called in the game, but we got a little heart there, which really cool. We got an urn, a skeleton, and some gold. I think the heart's my favorite one. Very cool. I like these. This might now be my favorite component of the game so far. So that's everything in the core box. I would say that's a really good production, just in base game. Without these, I would be very happy with how that game looks and how it feels. But let's see how much better it can get. We got the upgrade kit here. How do we open this? That's probably shouldn't open it from the bottom, but I am. Oh yes. We've got some player markers, some turn order markers, each individually bagged. Those are the 4 for the player colors. Hard to get these to like show up perfect without just being a bunch of glare and shining on the camera, but in person I can really see the detail. They look really cool. And we go on to the coins, which, ooh, these actually have like a little bit of kind of metallic, not a very metallic, but just a little bit of a metallic gloss to them. Also very cool. I like these a lot more than just the core cardboard. Like, it just looks more metal. It's obviously chunkier. I'm really, really happy that I have the upgrade for the wooden ones. Because those cardboard ones were alright, but much prefer this. Oh, I didn't know that this was upgraded too. So we upgrade those standard D6 into a D6 with some pretty cool details surrounding them. It's not distracting, but it's because sometimes they can be hard to read when you get custom ones. But these are easy to see and really cool, and there's actually some marbling to it. If you look kind of past the detail, you can see it's kind of a marble die. That's really cool as well. Let's see how these roll. These roll nice too. We're getting upgrades for these. Just want to see if they're the same size. So they are the same size as the cardboard ones, but obviously they are wooden. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like these a lot. Definitely another great upgrade. Let's see, and the color does seem to come across too, because sometimes when you upgrade, maybe you lose a little bit of the color, but these are very vibrant. Pretty much just as vibrant as the cardboard version. Look at these other ones as well. I love the colors they chose for this game. Oh, these are fantastic. I think that's everything there. So the last thing we have are some player bags, which I love this. That's another thing I love, is making, usually I have to make custom player bags to hold everyone's components for the game. And this seems to do it for you. Really nice with that icon on there, each one having their own icon. Very cool, bright colors. I guess I don't know exactly what goes in these. They're a little small, hard to get the hand in there, but yeah, I'm not sure if these hold your components during the game. I assume there's not any bag building elements, so these aren't necessary. These are just holding your components between games. Then you don't really have to get your hand in there very good. So if it was a bag builder, I'd say this would be problematic because I can't reach in there very good. But just as kind of a storage thing, you just pour it out at the start of the game. It should be fine. But yeah, these are really cool. These are really nice bags. Could be a little bigger, but a very nice quality. They feel very sturdy. I don't think there's really any strings coming loose or anything like that. So, yeah, very cool. I think that's a worthy upgrade, worthy addition, with the wooden coins being a huge upgrade, these wooden tokens being awesome, the custom dice, the something else is custom, the bags here. I think it's a really, really great upgrade kit to an already fantastic looking base game. So that is everything in Crown of Ash. Looking forward to this. Comment below if you have this game or if you're interested in it and what your thoughts are. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on that content.